Good morning, family and friends. Let me love on you right. We're about to have a conversation. We're about to talk story time. You know what story time is? It's about to get real. So I usually don't go into my personal life, but I think it's very important so you understand why becoming economically empowered is so important to me and why it's so important and it should be important to you. Why it should be important to you. Well, let me start off by saying once upon a time, not long ago, when people lived together, no, once upon a time, not long ago, I used to be homeless. And you're like, what, Licia? Yes, I've said it. I used to be homeless. I didn't grow up in a space or an environment where we didn't have. That was never my story. But my story is I became a mother of two amazing young men. They're almost grown now, but they were very little. I think about maybe I knew they were under 5 and 6. I would say around about there. And I was a teacher at a Christian academy. The academy is no longer, but I was a teacher there. And also I went to that ministry. And so what happened was I was in a state of transition to try to find a better place for me and my family. And the ministry paired me and another young lady together to live together while we transitioned to doing better in our lives. I wouldn't call it like a halfway house or anything like that, but just a space of transition. Well, things are okay at first, but apparently I said something that I shouldn't have said because I spoke about her having extra guests, and these guests are making the bills go up, and I don't have extra guests. It's only me and my two children, and she had um more children than I and a boyfriend at the time, and he was always over. So I mentioned that to her, that he needs to help pay the bills. Well, that pissed her off. Be that as it may, it pissed her off. But what happened was, all I know is one day I went to work at this Christian academy, the same Christian academy her children went to as well. So I was one of her children's teachers. Well, guess what? All I know is she came to pick up her children early from school one day. And by the time I got home, the lights were off and some of my stuff was gone, as in stolen, as in it wasn't there anymore. So what am I saying? Well, after that, since we didn't have the finances to transition and take care of I didn't have the finances to take care of my children on my own at that moment, to just go ahead and move in another place and take over a light bill and take over rent all by myself at that moment. Me and my children had to sleep in my classroom. What? Sleep in your classroom? Yeah, sleep in our classroom, my classroom. So we slept in my classroom when school started, or prior to school started. We go take a shower in the bathroom, or tried to take a shower in the bathroom. They did have a shower. But we stayed inside. Basically, it was a ministry in a school. So we slept in there for months. And I would never want to put myself in that position again. And so what am I saying? The reason that I'm speaking about that, the reason that I really focusing on economic empowerment for all of my single mothers, single fathers, parents that are together, people who are married, people who co-parent, people who don't have children, whatever. I was not economically empowered, and that is the reason why I was in the situation I was in. I was not financially educated. I did not know how to make money work for me. I was not around the right people who knew how to invest and knew how to help shift my mindset to knowing that I deserved better. I knew I wanted better. I just didn't think I deserved better. I thought the struggle was, hey, this is what you get. What you get is what you get. And the reality is that is not. And so what am I saying? Where am I going? This is why it's so important that you learn how to do all the things I said. Learn how to make money work for you. Join communities that are walking the walk and talking the talk. And that's what I have done. And so this is my testimony unto you. At one point, I thought that I deserved a struggle life. And I thought I was always going to struggle. I thought that struggle was the story that was written for me. That's what I thought. And then what I learned And I would say, I'm not even gonna say incidentally, but how I stumbled upon this movement called the BYB movement through a friend who exposed me to this movement. And what I learned was, I don't deserve, struggle is not something you deserve. You don't deserve to be homeless. You don't deserve not to have food on your table. You don't deserve to be behind bills on bills. You don't deserve to have to rob Peter to pay Paul. That's not something you deserve. And a lot of times I believe that we embrace the struggle. It's a struggle love, living life to struggle. I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. That's not the life that we're supposed to have. Do some people have it? Yes, but I think that we capitalize on it and think that that is the ultimate goal, when the ultimate goal is to live life on your own terms. It's to learn how to make money work for you. It's to put you and your family in a position of prosperity and a position to win. And the reality is, a lot of times we just have the wrong information from the wrong people. And because of that, we continue to go down the wrong path. We listen to the people who don't have nothing, who aren't going anywhere, to help direct our life and help give us advice. Yes, you can, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. You can talk to the Lord, you can pray, you can fast, you can do all those things. But every time you look in the Bible, every time you look in the Word, it's always something afterwards. It tells you to do something. It's not just you pray and then everything's going to work. You have to put effort, you have to put work, you got to put your feet out there. And so, what am I saying is, I will never be homeless again. What? I won't be, because I learned how to make money work for me. I joined a community of people who have found the resolution, have found the solution to make sure that me and my family are not put in a position where we have to I made sure to put myself in a position where me and my family don't have to worry about, are we going to eat tomorrow? And I do want to acknowledge something. People are like, well, maybe I'm not in that position of, I don't know if I'm going to eat tomorrow. I want y'all to look at what's going on in society. Look at the economic conditions going on for people who are not financially educated or knowledgeable, or in a position where they don't have money flowing, that liquid flowing in a surplus amount. I hate iPhones. My iPhone was iPhoning. But anyways, I really don't like iPhones. But anyways, um, back to what I was saying. It got hot. Like, these things real quick. This iPhone 14 is being disrespectful. So this is why it's very important, family and friends. That was funny though. This is why it's very important that I know what I was saying. Let me go back to what I was saying. This is why being around the right community, being around the right like-minded people is so vital and so important. This is why it's so important, because most people are one paycheck away from being poor, and I know are not having it. One person, most people are one paycheck away. Now, when I say most people, I really mean most people. Most people, I want 63 to 70% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Meaning, if they don't get that paycheck, dire things can happen. Some bad things can happen to their finances. They're one paycheck away from losing their home, their car, not being able to put their child in daycare. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's very important that you join like-minded people. So what am I inviting you to? I'm inviting you, and I want to share with you the community that I'm associated with, the community that is in my DNA and a part of my blood, and that is the BYB community. And guess what? Right now, it is so important that you get around the right people. That we are right now, I want to invite you to our personal development community. What's so important about that personal development community? You're going to develop personally. That's what's important. And right now we're having a 3 free day trial. Just for you, because it's important that you shift your mindset. And when you shift your mindset, your life will change. How you thought about things, it will never be the same. And you will, and what it will help you really think about ideas, the ideology that you had going on, to understand a lot of it's some jacked up thinking. And so we're here to help that. I was homeless. I'm not homeless anymore. And I never will be, because of the choices I made to become economically empowered. So what am I saying to you? You have that same option. You have that same choice. And I want to share something else with you real quick. I want you to join my free wealth community. Join the wealth community. You're going to fill out the economic empowerment form and we're going to connect. And you're going to join the wealth community and we're going to live life on our own terms. Why? Because it's our year and it's time's up for play, play. No play, play. This is a little puppet. What's her name? Keisha, that I watch on social media. She is. Anyone that got time for play? It's no time for play. It's time for living life how you're supposed to. So I'm sorry about whatever happened with the video, because iPhone was being messy. But anyways, I love you guys. And matter of fact, tonight 7:30. Tonight 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a show called Hidden in Plain Sight, Wealth Talks, and we're talking with millennials, and we're talking about that. The positions that we're in, and millennials owning banks, aka the mob squad, where we're really shifting the dynamics on how we think. We are the future. We are now going to be we're getting towards our 40s now. We're in our late 30s to early 40s right now. These are the teachers. These are the next generation that helps Gen Z and Gen Alpha and all the other gens after that for right now. So we are the force to be reckoned with. We set the standards. So it's time for us to set the standards in our financial state of mind, in our financial position, for the people who are caring, looking up to us, and wanting to be like us. So I love you guys. Have an awesome, amazing, fantabulous day. I'm out. I gotta learn how to log off this thing. I never did it on this phone. I'm just gonna go. I love you. Bye. Bye.